Alright, we'll go in those directions. You brought Alpha.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 66063, holding short 7 left with uniform.
Cessna 66063, Livermore Tower, say departure request?
Close traffic, and I'm a student pilot doing just pattern work.
Cessna 063, left close traffic approved, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Left coast, close traffic, Cessna 063.
008, request short approach.
Cessna 008, short approach approved, runway 7 left, clear for the option.
Approved, clear 7 left, clear for the option, 008.
Cessna 4 Mike Echo, runway 7 left, clear for the option number 2, follow Cessna ahead of you.
That's number 2, 4 Mike Echo.
Airspeed's alive.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, you can turn towards the field now, runway 7 right, clear for the option number 2, follow Cherokee, right base to final. After the option, make right close traffic.
Pitching for 80.
Looking towards the field now. Any chance I can get 7 left, 2 Bravo Alpha?
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, I have 3 in the pattern on each side, I need you to stay on the right for now.
Alright, that'll be heading direct to the field for 7 right and then right close traffic. And that's cleared for the option 7 right, 2 Bravo Alpha.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, affirmative. You can turn towards the field now, your traffic to follow is crossing landing threshold.
Roger, 2 Bravo Alpha.
Cessna 063, runway 7 left, clear for the option number 3, follow Cessna midfield, left downwind.
Cessna 063, landing number 3, runway 7 left. Turning our left crosswind. Bank angle no more than 10%.
Cessna 2 Mike, runway 7 right, clear for the option number 2, follow Cirrus, 2.5 mile final.
Number 2, 7 right, 282 Mike.
Cherokee 52 Golf, follow Cessna ahead of you in the crosswind, runway 7 right, clear for the option number 3.
Number 3, 7 right, clear for the option, traffic inside, 5 to go.
Chicago 008, request left downwind departure.
008, left downwind departure approved.
Downwind departure approved, Chicago 008.
Pitching for 80, everything is looking good. We're at 1,300 feet. We are on our downwind. Oil pressure is good, oil temperature is good. We are approaching our pattern altitude. We will pitch down and reduce our throttle to...
Cessna 2 Mike, your traffic to follow is the Cirrus on 1 mile final, when able to report in sight, or I'll call your base.
2,200
Traffic in sight, 282 Mike.
Roger. Cessna 2 Mike, roger, base turn is your discretion to follow the Cirrus.
We are midfield. We will
At my discretion, 282
reduce
Mike.
throttle to approximately 1,500. And we will put our first notch of flaps.
Cessna 063, you're number 1 for runway 7 left.
Cessna 063, runway 1, number 1 to land, 7 left. Car feet on. We are going to turn base. Airspeed is good, we're at 80. Belts on, mixture is full rich. Car heat is on. 1500 RPM. and flaps in the white arc. We are on our base. We will do second notch of flaps. We'll start our final turn. Pitching for airspeed.
Cessna 008, frequency change approved. Have a great day.
Good day, Tax 008.
Cessna
are
4
on
Mike
fine.
Echo, runway 7 left, clear for the option number 2. Follow Cessna left base to final.
7 left, clear for the option number 2 from Mike Echo.
We are full idle.
Cirrus 2 Bravo Echo, or 2 Bravo Alpha, runway 7 right, taxi via Lima.
Airspeed 75.
Right, taxi via Lima to Bravo Alpha.
Airspeed 80.
Wind 0990 at 6.
Third notch of flaps. That really is getting us slowed down. And we are 65.
So 2 Mike, turn right off the runway, but give way to the Cirrus ahead to your right. There is traffic short final though, so you can get past the hold bars.
Landed. And flaps up. Carpet in.
So 2 Mike,
Full
taxi back
power.
to the runway.
Taxiing back, thank you. 2 Mike.
So 2 Mike, runway 7 right, taxi via Lima.
Taxi via Lima, 2 Mike.
Looking good. Oil pressure good. Oil temperature is good. Climbing at 80. We're at 500 feet.
Echo 11 miles east on the localizer 25 right, requesting circle to land on 7 left.
Cessna 4 Mike Echo, short approach approved. Cessna 063, runway 7 left, clear for the option number 2. Follow Cessna midfield left downwind, we'll be making a short approach.
Number 2, clear for the option. Runway 7 left. Cessna 063.
Cessna 1004 Echo, Livermore Tower, continue inbound, report the field in sight, expect to circle south at 5 DME.
Continue inbound and then we'll expect to circle south at 5 DME 1004.
Cessna 04 Echo, opposite direction traffic is 4 aircraft in the pattern.
We'll be looking 04.
I saw aircraft opposite direction traffic on 9 mile final, Cessna inbound. Cherokee 52 Golf, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 090 at 5.
We are on our crosswind,
Livermore
and
Tower,
we are
52
turning
Bravo
downwind.
Alpha. Holding short 7 right, ready for departure.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, confirm pattern work, or are you looking to depart?
Sorry, close traffic, 2 Bravo Alpha.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, right close traffic approved, runway 7 right, clear for takeoff.
Right, close traffic approved, clear for takeoff, 7 right, 2 Bravo Alpha.
And we are at 1,300 feet. It is looking good. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is good. Positive charge. Nearly full tanks of gas. Suction is good. 1350. Continuing to climb. We're at pattern altitude. We will nose down.
Cessna 04 Echo, stay
Slowly
parking.
pull back on the throttle. To
04
approximately-
Echo, this is just going to be landing and then taxi back for VFR departure for Palo Alto 04 Echo.
Roger.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 202 Mike ready at the 7 right run-up.
Alright, we are beam our numbers, so we will pull carpet on.
52 Golf, your number 1.
And we're in the white arc, so we will do our first notch of
number
flaps.
1, 2, 5, I'm sorry, 7 right, clear for the option.
So 2 Mike, you're looking for pattern work?
Pattern work, 2 Mike.
So 2 Mike, no delay, runway 7 right, clear for takeoff, right close traffic. Traffic on right base is Cherokee.
7 right, clear for takeoff, 202 Mike.
Here's 2 Alpha Alpha, runway 27 right, runway 7 right, clear for the option number 2, follow Cherokee, right base.
Number 2, clear for the option, 7 right, Bravo Alpha, negative traffic.
So 04 Echo, confirm you have the field in sight.
Field in sight now, 04 Echo.
7 Tower, 4 Mike Echo requesting left 270 departure.
So 4 Mike Echo, say again?
Requesting left 270 departure, 4 Mike Echo.
We are On our base, we'll do our second notch of flaps.
Cessna 4 Mike Echo, just turn slightly to the
Turning
north
final.
and continue straight out. I'll call
Runway
your turn to the
7
south.
left. Maintaining our airspeed, pitching for airspeed, and we'll use power for altitude. We have 80. We are lined up with the center line.
04 Echo, turn southbound now and a right down, runway 7 right. You're following Cessna in the upwind.
We'll start our turn southbound now and then right downwind for 7 right, 100 for Echo.
Cessna 2 Mike Mike, turn crosswind now.
Turning now, 2 Mike Mike.
Cessna 2 Mike Mike, runway 7 right. Clear for the option number 2 now. Follow the Cirrus midfield right downwind.
Number 2, and when it works out for a short approach, let me know, 2 Mike Mike.
Adding a little power for a slight bit of altitude.
Cessna 04 Echo, runway 7 right. Clear to land number 3. Follow the Cessna right crosswind.
And
Clear to land 7
we
right,
are
number 3, 100 for Echo.
Cherokee 520, continue upwind. You're following a Cessna that is head
we
to
have a
right
landing.
3 miles, 2,100 indicated.
carpeed in, flaps up, full power.
To Golf, extend upwind, you call my crosswind turn.
So 4 Mike Echo, ladder above 2,500. Your turn to the south is approved.
Ladder above 2,500, turn to the south, 4 Mike Echo.
Pitch for 80. We are on our takeoff.
Cirrus 2 Bravo Alpha, if you're able to do the option on this one, after your option, the left closed traffic is approved for runway 7 left.
600 feet.
Roger, after this I'll make left close traffic for 7 left to Bravo Alpha.
Oil pressure is good, oil temperature is good.
The 2 Mike Mike
700
left.
feet. Approaching 800, we will be banking our left
Cherokee
crosswind.
52 Golf, the Cessna should have been passing off your right side. You in the sight?
Crosswind, we will make our left crosswind turn.
Cherokee 52 Golf, follow that Cessna, runway 7 right, clear for the option number 4.
Maintaining 80.
option, 52 Golf.
Wind 060 at 6. Cessna 063, runway 7 left, clear for the option.
Runway 7 left, clear for the option. Cessna 063.
Tower 100 for Echo. Actually, if we could, we'd like to just depart VFR with a left turn out here towards Palo Alto.
Cessna 04 Echo, from your present position, squawk VFR and southbound turn approved, or would you like flight following?
That's fine. We'll squawk VFR, left turn out approved, and thanks for your help today. 100 for Echo.
Thank you. Cherokee 52 Golf, the traffic you were following is now departing the pattern. You are now number 2 following the Cessna on right base.
Number 2,
We are approaching.
52 Golf.
Maintain.
More Tower to Bravo Alpha, just confirming I can turn left crosswind to join pattern for 7 left.
Cirrus 2 Bravo Alpha, affirmative, runway 7 left, clear for the option number 2, follow the Cessna left downwind passing the tower.
Roger, negative contact to Bravo Alpha.
We have nearing our pattern altitude, so we will nose down. We will reduce power to 2200 RPM. We're at midfield in our pattern, so we will turn carpeed on. And we are in the white arc, so we will put our first notch of flaps. 10 degrees of flaps. 10 degrees of flaps. We have our seatbelts on. Mixture is full rich. Our carpeed is on. We are reducing to 1500 RPM. We are turning base. We are at 1,000 feet.
Livermore Tower 2 Bravo Alpha has traffic that I'm following, turning left base now.
Cirrus 2 Bravo Alpha, roger.
Alright. Everything's looking good. We are on our base. We will do 20 degrees of flaps.
Cessna 4 Mike Echo, frequency change approved.
We are turning final.
Roger, 4 Mike Echo.
Cessna 04 Echo, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 100 for Echo.
Cessna 2, Mike number 2, follow Cherokee, turn to right base, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 060 at 4.
Number 2, 7 right, 282 Mike. Thank you.
We are lined up with runway 7 left. We are on center line. We are pitching for 70. 65 to 75, I would say, is good. We're only using 2 degrees of flaps today. We are looking good. We are on center line. Full idle. And we are in our flare. We balloon slightly. And we have landed. Car feet in, flaps up, and set for takeoff. And we are pitching for 80 on our takeoff. Oil pressure is good, oil temperature is looking good. We have suction. Our battery has a positive charge. We are pitching for 80 knots. We are at 500 feet. MSL.
Clear for the option, 7 left.
Here's
Which
2
is
Bravo
about
Alpha,
100 feet
runway
above
7 left, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 7 left, 2 Bravo Alpha.
We are pitching for 80.
Mr. Aircraft, use caution for birds, just south of final, northbound low level.
You can really hear that
So
engine work.
063, runway 7 left, clear for the option, wind 060 at 6.
7 left, clear for the option, Cessna 063. We're 800 feet, 500 feet above ground. We will turn our crosswind at a 10-degree bank angle. Whoa. A little bit of turbulence here, not too bad. So we are at 950 feet. This plane is really climbing. We are at 1,000. We are still climbing at 80. You can really hear that engine work when you start pitching up versus going 100 knots versus 80. You can really hear it start to work when you pitch up and get a lower airspeed. The climb's much faster, but the engine is working harder. We are turning our downwind, maintaining our airspeed, 10 degrees of bank only for safety purposes. You do not want to stall in a turn. Alright, we are at
35 left, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 060 at 6.
7 right, clear for the option, 5 to go.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha number 2, follow Cessna, head on left downwind, runway 7 left, clear for the option,
we are
wind
approaching
050
our
at 6.
altitude, so we will touch down
Clear for
the level,
7 left.
lower our throttle
2 Bravo Alpha.
to approximately
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, what is this
2,200
clock vehicle?
RPM.
Fucking be in park, Bravo Alpha.
Checking our instruments again, everything is looking good. We have fuel, suction is good, positive charge on the battery, oil pressure is good, oil temperature is good, everything's looking good. Now that we are midfield, we will turn carpet on. We will throttle back to 1500 RPM, slowly. And we will put our first notch of flaps in the white arc. We are at 10 degrees of flaps in the white arc. We are cruising. Trim is set to take off. We have our seat belts on, landing checklist. Mixture is full rich. Carb heat is on, 1500 RPM, and flaps in the white arc. We are turning our base, maintaining a nice airspeed of 80. Basically, well,
The more
1400
Alpha
RPM.
after this touch and go, I want VFR back to Palo Alto.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, roger, after the Austin, continue upwind, I'll call your right turn, do you want flight following to Palo Alto?
Continue upwind, you'll call my right turn, affirmative flight following to Bravo Alpha.
We are on our
Verify your
base.
full call sign is 222 Bravo Alpha.
Affirmative.
Roger.
We are a little bit low. So we are adding power.
Cessna Cessna 2 Mike Mike, follow Cherokee right base, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 060 at 6.
Number traffic, 7 right, 282 Mike Mike.
We are on our final. We add another notch of flaps, 20 degrees of flaps. Little sputtering of the engine there. Maybe I was idling a little bit too much.
Lair 361 Papa Juliet. Let's
We are
see, we're
now
inbound
high.
on the RNAV approach. We're approaching gains.
Layer 361 Papa Juliet, Livermore Tower, traffic opposite direction, multiple aircraft on the pattern. Report when you have the airport in sight.
Alrighty, it might be a little difficult. Got the sun in the face.
Layer 1 Papa Juliet, disadvise when you do have the field in sight. Thank you.
That.
Layer 1 Papa Juliet, expect to circle to the south.
And we have
And circling
landed.
to the south.
Flaps up, carpeed in, and full
Livermore Tower,
power.
Cessna 569er Romeo Juliet over the Altamont Pass for a full stop. Information uniform.
So 569 Romeo Juliet, Livermore Tower, make left traffic, runway 7 left.
And we have liftoff.
Traffic for 7 left, 569er Romeo Juliet.
Conventional aircraft in the pattern, traffic opposite direction, approaching 8 mile final is a Learjet. 063, when able, begin your crosswind turn.
Copy that, Cessna 063.
Airport's in sight for Lair 1 Papa Juliet.
1 Papa Juliet, thank you, and 5 east of the field, circle south, enter right downwind for runway 7 left.
Alrighty, 5 east of the airport. Right traffic, runway 7 left.
Turkey 52 Golf, when able, begin your crosswind turn. Turkey 52 Golf, follow Cessna, short final runway 7 right, clear for the option, turn crosswind.
Crosswind, number 2, 7 right, clear for the option. 5 to go.
063, number 1, runway 7 left, clear for the option, keep your pattern tight, please.
Copy that, Cessna 063, runway 7 left.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, they have the Cherokee after right.
Cherokee on my right is in sight, 2 Bravo Alpha.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, begin your crosswind turn to the south now.
I'll begin my right crosswind now, 2 Bravo Alpha.
1 Papa Juliet, begin your circle to the south, traffic upwind turning to the south is a Cirrus departing.
Roger that, starting our turn now.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, there's a Learjet approaching from a final from the east, circling to the south on the right downwind, indicating 2,200.
Negative contact, 2 Bravo Alpha.
Should be no factor.
Alright. We are going to reduce our throttle. We're going to put carpeed on.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, when able, squawk 0372.
0372, 2 Bravo Alpha.
And we are in the white arc. We will add the first notch of flaps. And
Cessna
start.
2 Mike Mike, continue upwind, there's a Learjet ahead and to right, approaching 3 miles from the east on the right downwind, indicating 2,100, report the Learjet in sight.
We'll report Learjet, 282 Mike Mike.
Alright, we are 80.
Liver
We are on our
1
base.
Papa Juliet. Are you guys equipped with the bright?
Layer 1 Papa
We are
Juliet, say
turning
your
final
question again.
to runway 7.
You guys have a bright scope up there?
We do have a radar scope.
Excellent.
Second notch
Layer
of
1
flaps,
Papa Juliet,
final.
you're following us, that's that short final runway 7 left, clear to land, traffic Cherokee, right base for the parallel runway.
Okay, I got a Cherokee in sight, and we're clear to land 7 left following traffic short final.
Here's 2 Bravo Alpha, contact NorCal approach 125.35, good day.
Yeah, approach 125.35, 2 Bravo Alpha.
We are on third.
Cessna 2 Mike Mike, the Lear is just off to right, you can begin your crosswind turn, caution wait to once, he's for the parallel runway.
Okay, I can turn crosswind, 282 Mike Mike.
Cessna 2 Mike Mike, the Learjet is for the parallel runway, you're following a Cherokee short final runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 050 at 7.
Alright, we
I
have
did not
landed,
get the sequencing on that, 282 Mike Mike.
and we are
The 2 Mike Mike, you're following a Cherokee on short final.
Thank you, 2 Mike Mike.
full power. takeoff. Airspeed's alive. We are climbing at 80.
Clear 1 Papa Juliet, question 1 Papa Juliet, your number 1, runway 7 left.
I understand. Clear to land 7 left, number 1.
Cessna 063, extend upwind, you're following a Cessna, heading to your left on the left downwind.
Extending upwind, Cessna 063. Will you call my crosswind?
063, will come. Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, number 2, follow Learjet, turning right base, runway 7 left, clear to land.
7 left, clear to land. 9, number 2, 9 Romeo Juliet, looking for traffic.
Cessna 2 Mike, your number 1 for 7 right.
Number 1 for 7 right, short approach.
Cessna 2 Mike, short approach approved.
Thank you, short approach, 202 Mike.
Cessna 063, crosswind turn approved. Number 3, follow Cessna left downwind approaching the tower. Runway 7 left, clear for the option, wind 050 at 8.
7 left, clear for the option, Cessna 063.
050 at 7. Cherokee 52 Golf, number 2, follow Cessna right downwind midfield, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 050 at 8.
2, 7 right, clear for the option, 5 to go.
Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, the Learjet is on short final.
Roger, 9 Romeo Juliet.
Looks like we have a Learjet landing on our runway. We are approaching pattern altitude shortly. Everything's looking good. Oil temperature is good. Oil pressure is good. We have suction. We are traffic landing a Learjet. And we are at pattern altitude, so we will pull back. To 2200 RPM. And we are almost at midfield.
Cessna 063, traffic left base.
Traffic in sight, Cessna 063.
301 Papa Juliet, no delay, left turn at the end, taxi to parking with me via Alpha Echo Juliet.
Alright, Alpha Echo Juliet, off the runway at the end.
Looking good. We will turn carpet on. We will reduce throttle to 1500 RPM. Traffic in sight is off of our left wing. When it is abeam our wing, we will wait 3 seconds and turn our base.
7, right.
1,
So 22 Mike, runway 7 right, taxi via Lima Golf with me.
turning left base.
Taxi via Lima Golf, 7 right, 202 Mike.
Adding a little power. We're at 850 feet. And we are on base. We'll add a notch of flaps, which we forgot to do the first turn, or on our downwind. We are quite far from the runway, so we don't really need... Uh-oh. A little bit of sputtering there. Gonna give us some more power. Turning final. Don't like that sputtering.
More tower 9 Romeo Juliet's going around.
We're gonna add our first notch of flaps.
Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, did you want to stay in the pattern?
Hi, Roger. If we could just come back and do left traffic for 7 left.
Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, runway 7 left, clear for the option, follow Cessna short final, make left close traffic.
Second notch of flaps in the white arc.
Right.
We're good. Carpet is still on all the way.
9 Romeo Juliet.
Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, make left close traffic, runway 7 left, clear for the option, you're number 1.
Maintaining
Close
nice
traffic
airspeed.
7
We
right.
are
9
full idle.
Romeo Juliet.
Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, runway 7 left, clear for the option.
Runway 7 left, clear for the option. 9 Romeo Juliet.
Circle
55
landing.
to golf, runway
Copy
7
in.
right, clear for the option, wind
Flaps
06
up,
5.
full power.
5 right, 7 right, clear for the option, 5 to golf.
Clear 1, Papa Juliet, have your outbound to Hillsborough. Do you want it now or later?
I will pick it up later. We got to get rid of some guards.
Roger.
Thanks for letting us know you got it.
Okay.
Livermore Tower 202, Mike ready at 7 right in sequence.
Cessna 282, Mike, Livermore Tower, make right, close traffic, runway 7 right, clear for takeoff, wind 050 at 6.
Right closed traffic, 7 right, 202 Mike.
We are pitching for 80. We are on 80. We will make our crosswind turn in about 100 feet. Everything is looking good. RPM is looking good. Suction, oil temperature, and oil pressure, very important. Those are looking good.
Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, 1 able, squawk VFR.
VFR 9 Romeo Juliet.
And we're 800 feet. We will start turning our base, crosswind turn.
Cessna 063, number 2, follow Cessna left downwind midfield, runway 7 left, clear for the option, wind 050 at 6.
Number 2, runway 7 left, Cessna 063. Continuing to climb. We were going a little fast, 95, so we were pitching down too much, so we need to pitch back up, get that bleed off that airspeed and gain altitude in exchange. So we're now 1,100 feet. We are turning our downwind slowly, 10 degrees of bank only. And we are at 1,200 feet. Another 200 feet to go, we will be reaching our pattern altitude. We're at 1250.
Cessna 2 Mike, follow Cherokee right base, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 060 at 4.
Following Cherokee, number 2, 282 Mike 7 right.
We're at our pattern altitude, so we will pitch down to level, and we will lower our throttle to approximately a cruise setting of 2200 RPM. And we are now at midfield, so we'll lower our throttle a little more. I don't want to go down to 1500 because I feel like we lose too much altitude at such a low power setting. So I'm going to kind of keep it at 2000 for now, or 1900 and see how this affects our performance here. We are at 1100 feet. Yeah, it's really hard to maintain altitude at this power setting, but let's turn on carb heat, which will reduce our power even more, put our first notch of flaps in, and we will turn our base airspeed 85. A little bit too much on that bank. To reduce our bank angles, the mental reminder, maximum 10 degrees of bank on in the pattern. So we're looking good now. We will add second degree of flaps. We're in the base. And a little bit of sputtering. We're turning final. Slow turns. We are maintaining 80. And we are on final. We are on final. We are starting to line up. And we are at 700 feet. We are on final. Carb heat on. 2 degrees of flaps in the white arc. We are looking good.
Cessna 9 Romeo Juliet, heading back to ATP.
Affirmative, heading back to ATP 9
We are
Romeo Juliet.
reducing our
Cessna 9
throttle
Romeo
even more.
Juliet, taxi to ATP with me via Juliet. Have a good day.
Yeah, Juliet to ATP with you, 9 Romeo Juliet. You too.
Alright, we're looking good. We're on short final.
55 to go, follow Cessna right base of final, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 060 at 6.
Airspeed is a little high. We're at 75, but we're looking good.
5 to golf, request to
Start
depart
our flare.
55 to golf, you want to depart to follow at this time?
Affirmative, 5 to golf.
Alright.
52 Golf, Roger, cancel landing clearance, right down departure is first.
Right downwind departure approach time.
Maintaining center line. And we are going to pitch for 80 on this one. Maintain that 80 degrees, that 80, the airspeed of 80 rather. It is 5:35 p.m. We'll make this a full stop, so on my practice radio call, Cessna 063, this will be a full stop, heading to northwest ramp. Alright, we are 800 feet above ground, or 500 feet above ground, we will make a shallow crosswind turn. Very shallow. Oil pressure is good, oil temperature is good. We're still looking really good on fuel.
Cherokee 52 Golf, are you looking for flight following?
Continuing our climb. We are on downwind.
Cherokee 52 Golf to destination.
1,100 feet.
Port Alto 52 Golf.
Cherokee 52 Golf, what's your full call sign?
4352 Golf.
Cherokee 52 Golf, block 0353.
0353 52 Golf.
Alright, we are
So
looking
2 Mike Mike,
good.
runway 7 right, clear for the option.
7 right, clear for the option. 2 Mike Mike.
063, runway 7 left, clear for the option.
Runway 7 left, this will be a full stop, Cessna 063.
Roger. Cherokee 52 Golf, contact Northwest 125.35, good day.
125.35 52
And
Golf.
we are, beam our numbers, we'll start pulling back our, kind of messed up on this one, but carpet on, first notch of flaps, and throttle to 15, slowly, turning our base at a 10-degree angle. Adding a little power to get back to 15. We are 1,000 feet over the Livermore outlets, which is a pretty cool place to shop. And we are turning final, and we'll add that second degree of flaps on final. And we are on final. We will add 1 notch of flaps, and we will reduce throttle to idle. Everything is looking good. We're on center line. Our airspeed is 80. We're looking good. We want to barely touch down. And we have landed. Heartbeat back in. And we are turning off of our runway. Maintaining center line. Follow the yellow brick road, as they say. We're turning off of
063, taxi to parking with me via Juliet. Good day.
taxi to parking via Juliet 063. That makes it very convenient not to have to switch to ground if she puts me on, or she just gives me the radio call to just continue to parking. Very convenient. Really like that. Saves a lot of time. Time now is 5:40. Been flying for about 45 minutes now. We'll put our flaps up.
So 2 Mike, runway 7 right, clear for the option, wind 060 at 6.
7 right, clear for the option. And could we get a short approach, and on the upwind we'd take a right crosswind to Palo Alto.
So 2 Mike, approved.
Thank you so much for all the help.
Come back anytime. So 2 Mike, did you want a flight following back to Palo Alto?
I guess that would be a good exercise for me, sure. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Alright. Radio off. Transponder off. Cut off. Off. On dash.